was going to write you a letter. When I turned the page, I'd have the courage.
Welcome to Boost Your Metabolism with these simple exercises. Today we will show the top 10 martial arts moves. Not all martial arts techniques are created equal. Some are so brutal that even the most experienced fighters fear them. Today we're counting down the top 10 techniques martial artists fear the most, moves that end careers and haunt fighters' dreams. These aren't just strikes or submissions, they're game changers, the apex predators of combat sports. We'll break down what makes them so feared, from the science to the aftermath. Let's dive into the heart of martial arts' most devastating arsenal. First up, the heel hook, a move that grapplers whisper about with dread. This isn't your average submission. It targets the knee's ligaments with a twisting force that can destroy your ACL and MCL in seconds. The scariest part? The damage happens before you even feel pain. One wrong move, and your leg is done, sometimes for good. That's why it's banned in many competitions, and why even UFC veterans tap instantly when caught. The heel hook is a checkmate for your legs, and the consequences of hesitation are catastrophic. It's not just a submission, it's a career ender. The panic is real. Fighters know they have milliseconds to tap or face surgery and months of rehab. It's the ultimate threat in modern grappling, demanding total respect. When a leg lock specialist grabs your heel, you're in a race against time. Tap too late and you might never fight again. That's why the heel hook is feared by everyone who steps on the mat. It's the silent destroyer, swift, ruthless, and final. Next, the liver shot. A strike that shuts down your body like flipping a switch. It's not about toughness, it's about biology. A perfectly placed hook or kick to the liver sends a shock through your nervous system, dropping your blood pressure and locking your diaphragm. You're awake, but your body refuses to move. Fighters crumble, gasping for air, their faces twisted in agony. There's no fighting through it, your body just quits. Bas Rutten built a legendary career on this one shot. The pain is deep, sickening, and inescapable. Even the toughest fighters can't will themselves through a clean liver shot. It's a fight ender, pure and simple. The moment it lands, the fight is over. No amount of conditioning can save you. The liver shot is the ultimate system shutdown. That's why it's one of the most feared strikes in combat sports. The oblique kick to the knee. Controversial, legal, and absolutely brutal. Popularized by fighters like John Jones, this kick isn't meant to knock you out. It's meant to cripple. It targets the side of the knee, hyperextending the joint in a way it was never meant to bend. One well-placed kick can tear ligaments and end a career in an instant. It's hard to see coming and even harder to defend. Once you've been hit, your movement is compromised, your confidence shaken. Opponents become hesitant, opening themselves up to more attacks. The oblique kick attacks your foundation. Once that's gone, everything else falls apart. Fighters debate its legality, but as long as it's allowed, it's a weapon no one wants to face. It's a nightmare for anyone who relies on movement. The joint crippler is feared for good reason. Enter the axe kick, a move that turns gravity into a weapon. Unlike roundhouse or front kicks, the axe kick comes straight down, using the full weight of the leg plus gravity's force. It smashes through guards, landing the heel on the skull, collarbone, or face. The angle is unexpected, bypassing traditional defenses. Fighters like Andy Hug made legends with this move, dropping opponents with a single, crushing blow. The damage is severe: broken bones, concussions, instant knockouts. It's high risk, but when it lands, it's a showstopper. The axe kick is feared for its unpredictability and sheer destructive power. One mistake and you're on the canvas. It's a vertical hammer that can end a fight in a flash. Gravity's hammer is as spectacular as it is devastating. On the ground, nothing is more savage than elbows from mount. The elbow is a blade, sharp, compact, and devastating. From mount, you have gravity and body weight behind every strike. The goal? Cut your opponent open and break their will. One or two elbows, and the face becomes a mask of blood, blinding and demoralizing. The force can shatter bones, orbital, cheek, nose. Defending is nearly impossible. The elbows slip through any guard. The person on bottom is trapped, absorbing every ounce of punishment. Referees jump in fast, knowing the damage can be permanent. The elbow from mount is the ultimate ground and pound finisher. It slices, breaks, and overwhelms until there's nothing left. It's surgical brutality at its finest. Now, the throat strike, a move so dangerous it's banned everywhere. The target is the larynx, a soft, unprotected spot. A direct strike can crush the windpipe, causing instant suffocation. There's no toughing it out. Without air, you're done. Even a moderate blow can cause swelling, vomiting, and panic. The psychological shock is overwhelming. The body's survival instinct takes over. That's why it's reserved for life-or-death situations taught in military and self-defense systems. In sport, it's too lethal to allow. The throat strike is a biological off-switch, final, unforgiving, and feared for its sheer lethality. It's a reminder that some techniques are simply too brutal for competition. When the rules are gone, this is the ultimate equalizer. The forbidden weapon is as final as it gets. The eye gouge, illegal, primal, and terrifying. There's no defense, no conditioning, and the risk of permanent blindness is real. The human eye is fragile. A single jab can cause irreversible damage. Fighters recoil instinctively, blinded by pain and fear. Even accidental pokes can change a fight. Imagine it done with intent. In self-defense, it's a last resort, a way to survive when all else fails. The pain is electric, the reaction immediate. The eye gouge attacks not just the body, but your very perception of the world. It's the ultimate act of desperation and brutality. Feared for its gruesome consequences, it's a move that lives outside the rules. The sight stealer is a reminder of combat's darkest possibilities. The spinning elbow, a strike that's as deceptive as it is destructive. It comes from an angle you can't see, loaded with the full rotation of the body. The point of the elbow is a razor, capable of knocking out or cutting an opponent in an instant. Fighters set it up with feints, masking the turn until it's too late. By the time you see it, you're already hit. Legendary knockouts like Yair Rodriguez's last-second finish show just how sudden and final this move can be. It's high risk, high reward, demanding perfect timing and athleticism. The spinning elbow is feared for its unpredictability and fight-ending power. It's a masterclass in misdirection and violence. One clean shot can end a fight or open a fight-ending cut. The unseen blade is a weapon every striker respects. It's as beautiful as it is brutal. The Muay Thai clinch. Once you're caught, escape is nearly impossible. The king of clinch weapons? The knee to the head. With your posture broken and your head controlled, you're a stationary target. The attacker pulls your skull into the path of a rising knee, multiplying the impact. Anderson Silva made this move legendary, ending fights with surgical precision. The damage is catastrophic. Broken jaws, shattered orbitals, instant knockouts. Defending is exhausting. Every struggle creates new openings. The clinch drains your energy and your hope. Fighters drill clinch defense relentlessly, but even the best get caught. One knee can end it all. The vice of violence is the apex of close-range striking. In the clinch, you're never safe. At number 1, the spinning hook kick. It combines the rotational force of a spinning elbow with the reach and impact of a kick. This move can generate over 2,700 pounds per square inch, enough to shatter concrete. When the heel lands on the jaw, it's lights out, instantly. Edson Barboza's knockout of Terry Edom is the stuff of legend. The mechanics are a symphony of violence: spin, whip, and connect. It's a one-shot, one-kill technique that takes years to master. Miss by an inch, and you're vulnerable. Land it, and you're immortalized. The spinning hook kick is the ultimate fight ender, beautiful, technical, and devastating. It's the move every striker dreams of landing and every opponent dreads. The apex predator of striking, it's feared for good reason. It's the perfect blend of artistry and brutality. When it lands, it's game over. Brutality has a face, and these 10 techniques wear it with pride. Which one do you fear the most? Let us know in the comments. From the silent heel hook to the explosive spinning hook kick, we've seen how martial science becomes a weapon. These moves are the razor's edge of combat, where victory and disaster are a heartbeat apart. Respect the danger, admire the skill, and never forget the courage it takes to face these techniques. Thanks for watching. See you at the next fight.